Hi guys, today is the 8th of August and this will be a trade recap of my trade here. Let's go for context first. So going today, I was pretty bullish. Why? Because yesterday we jumped and had a high time for bullish S&P out of this lows. Pretty much today we were ranging. So pre-market, if you look at pre-market, we are where's pre-market? Pretty much pre-market we were ranging. Right, pre-market, you were just ranging and just chopping within this area, right? Just chop, and we're so close to this Asia low to the point that I want to see a bullish S&P out of this Asia lows, where ES will take this Asia lows, which is here, manipulate, and then Nasdaq will have a bullish S&P and target this tagged highs. After I think it's gonna go an all-time high today. Well, not all-time highs, but this high, the previous day highs. The 15-minute chart, we had a change in state delivery and an inverse value gap. But I usually just check on the hourly. And in the hourly, we inverse this gap. And this 15-minute BPR is holding. I was like, okay, there's a lot of bearish resistance here. What really matters is my draw liquidity. The market opens and jump to the upside. There was a slightest bit of S&P out of this, guys, but no internal S&P to validate any shorts to internal rate liquidity. It's internal range. And I was like, if we inverse this gap, I'm going to take short to the Asia lows. All right. What we could see here is failed to inverse the gap and had an S&P, but for me that S&P is lagging. It's lagging. As you can see, this low, 920 low, was taken out by ES while NQ didn't. In fact, we took what, it's 918 lows, which are way down here. So we have a bullish S&P. So now we have a bull S&P. There's no imbalance here, like for value gap of an inverse. So I'm waiting for change of state, and this lag change of state. So what I didn't enter there. I was like, okay, and this changes. If this candle had this proper change of state, I'm entering. And I'm putting my stops just underneath this low. This low should be protected because it's an inverse for value gap there as well as a for value gap that's gonna be formed. But it was too high. I'm not gonna enter that high. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go limit order. In fact, guys, I did a screen record here, but my mic was off. So, anyways, I have my limit order here on this change in state. I've never had this one is on our retrace. It did retrace on the fair value gap. Time is bit, but this rally to the upside. If my draw was higher, let's say this high, it's like the equilibrium from the buy side to my tip to my initial, then sure, I'm gonna be taking this long, stops underneath this low, and target that high. But that wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. So it's hard for me to take that trade. It was a little bit too overextended in my look. So these lots of liquidity in the previous day highs. In most cases, we're gonna be taking this out. Maybe rebalance. There's possibilities to rebalance first. Are there any re-entries here are possible? Depends if you were looking for the buy side, but I wasn't. Shorts definitely. I definitely see the shorts playing out here. If we get a clean inverse here, shorts are fire. Clean inverse in this first percent for bad gap, but you cannot get inverse in this first percentage for bad gap. Nasdaq is way ahead. Because previously highs for SP500 or ES is way up there, while Nasdaq is so close to it. So for me, shorts are viable as long as we inverse this gap have a change in state. But as long as we inverse this first percentage for value gap, shorts are valid. Stops are just on that fair value gap line. We're looking for internal S&Ps. Actually, there's an internal bearish S&P now. What if this highs? 948 highs. Where is that? If this dumps, this is a short worthy. This can easily reverse. You have Asia lows here. You have equal lows over here. There's room for the downside because I was also seeing that there's an hourly gap here that we might fill before this day ends, but it seems like it's less likely to happen because we're so close to the previous day highs. We had SMT here, but lower time from SMT on this lows. Oh yeah, so it wasn't respecting that. It's gonna go higher, guys. Oh, this is our longs now. Guys, take this long. Trust me. So like what I said, guys, take your songs. But yeah, it's gonna be the forward test for the day. I'm pretty bored for the day. There's no entries. This could have been an entry, but it just lacks. It just lacks it, in my opinion. It lacks. There was an SMT here, but I want internal SMT out of this week. To know where to put my stop is, because at this kind of closure, I'm not putting my stop there. I'm putting my stops underneath this low, even SMT low. The take profit gonna be this high, unless, as I said, I was aiming for whatever this highs are here, like this high. If I was aiming for that high, then maybe that is possible. Then after having taken state of putting my stops underneath this low, if it's a bad gap, should hold. If it's a bad gap, retrace went higher. That's going on to break even. But that's gonna be all for today, guys. This is just a forward test, but it doesn't really matter as much. Hope you found this video valuable, beneficial. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, and also on the next coming videos, it's gonna be on trade recap because I'll be now having start of my classes and I'll be living in a dorm. So most of my trades will be this now. Trade recaps. So yeah, it's gonna be trade recaps from starting from August 11th. So yeah, it's gonna be all for today, guys. And I'll be updating you if this plays out, and if it doesn't, I'll still update you. Yeah, that's all for today. Peace out. Bye, guys. It's a little update from my trade earlier. It's already a winner. They put the parcels are done on the road trip of this hourly quick. So that's already balanced for take profits because you can reject there, but for me the sparkles like 80% off it. That leave is 20% of runners. That's gonna be upper day, it's gonna be wrong day. You can see that trade did play out as I said. Take this longs and trust me. Correct. Definitely works. So the clean 1.3 RR is only 80% minus 20% of a 1.3 is what? 2.6. So maybe you're already secured around 1.2 RR in this trade. Stop hurting, break even. Good go for day. See you all next week. Peace out.